Dear brothers, it's about quality, not quantity.
So guys, it should be your conversation, the way you flow, your presence is enough for a woman to want to be around you, not how much money you spend.
Dear sisters, it's about knowing your value.
My sisters out there, don't be afraid to scare a guy off just because you have standards.
Dear brothers, dear sisters, it's time to come together.
Hey, what up, my people? Welcome to another edition of DBDS Live. I'm your host, Mel Money, and I'm here with the talented, inspirational, my special co-host, DBDS sister, Miaka. How's everything doing today, my sister?
Hey, listen, all is well. Thank you. How about yourself?
You know what? I'm feeling great. You know, just to have you on board, this is such an honor because I know you're doing a lot of amazing things. Our brother Carl is out handling business right now. So special shout out to my brother Carl. But right now, man, I want to hear, the audience want to know more about you. I know right now you got the Sister Girl University going on. So tell the people a little bit about yourself and more about Sister Girl University.
Again, my name is Miaka. Soulful Songbird is what I go by. And listen, my baby is Sister Girl University. I'm also a cosmetologist, and a business consultant. But getting to Sister Girl University, oh my gosh, like I'm so excited because we are looking to develop women, empower them to be poised for success. So like the month of September, we have been talking about transitions. And so I'm going to go ahead and give DBDS the plug because next month, the month of October, we are going to talk about how to position yourself to be a wife.
Ooh.
Yes. You heard it.
We haven't started the show. You're already coming out with a class wife 101. I love it.
Absolutely.
Yes. That's dope. Listen, I can imagine a show without, I would love a show with you and a great selection of positive sisters. I'll run the controls in the back end and you guys just do a show on your own. And I think that would be pretty cool.
That would be great.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Man, so I love what you're doing, my sister. Congratulations and much blessings to what you do, you know. Also, I like to bless the audience myself because currently we do have a nice incentive going on right now, and that is a $50 reward as well as a signed copy of Dear Brothers, Dear Sisters, Listen Up. Listen, all you have to do to get that cash is invite people into the group. That's all you have to do. You know, because we want to expand our network with mature dialogue related to relationships. Now, the contest already started, and we will announce the winner on Sunday, October 3rd, here live on DBDS. And listen, check it out. There's other incentives in the DBDS group, so just click on the announcement section. And lastly, if you haven't done so, please go to our website. You know, so if you want to know how to become a better version of yourself and you're looking for that special person, you want the relationship you desire, head up to dearbrothersdearsisters.com, and if doing so, you will get a free gift. I guarantee it. So today's topic that we are going to talk about today is forgiveness. Man, I'm going to repeat that today. Today we're going to talk about forgiveness. What you think about this topic, my sister?
Oh my gosh. I think that it is phenomenal. And the reason being is because no matter what stage of life that you're in, no matter what type of relationship that you're in, like forgiveness is a big thing. It is no matter what.
Absolutely. No matter what, my people, listen, no matter what kind of relationships you have, you're going to get hurt. I'm just going to be direct with you. This is not the Disney Channel. Life, you're going to get hurt. Either you're going to hurt somebody or you're going to get hurt. And without that element of forgiveness, you will not grow. You will not progress, you know? So you got it. It's like an eternal process. And I'm such a big advocate when it comes to forgiveness. And by the way, before we even dive in, forgiveness does not mean you're weak at all.
At all.
All right, but I'm gonna have the guests touch on that because I'm already getting lived up, you know. So
Listen, that was good though, Mel. That was good.
Oh, thank you, my sister. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So listen, it's about that time to bring our guests into the studio. All right. So the first one coming into the DBDS live studio, this is her first time here. I must say that she is extremely experienced. She has plenty of wisdom to share. I want to welcome my sister Ivy to DBDS Live.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
All right, my sister. So tell the people a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and why you're on the show today.
Thank you. First of all, thank you so much for this platform. I am so excited to be here, and I want to claim my spot on that wife position show. Definitely.
Okay.
I'm claiming my seat.
Yes.
But a little bit about me. My name is Ivy. I'm originally from the Bronx. Currently reside here in Texas. I'm a military spouse, a mom to 2 small children. Was a professional school counselor for 8 years. I'm now turned entrepreneur, business, lifestyle transformation coach. And I'm super excited just to be able to be here and share my personal experiences to help empower and educate people on how to really live life and thrive. Because isn't that what it's about? It's about thriving. It's not about surviving. And too many people out here just surviving.
Man, I love it.
I love it.
Man, and not only that, experience is the best teacher. So I'm glad to have you here to share the wisdom with our audience. This is what we need. These are, man, it's the definition of queens right here. Queens, you know. So the next one coming into the DBDS Live studio. Listen, this brother, he is so positive. He's very consistent. He not only speaks with great knowledge, but he shows it in action. He is a man of action as well. Welcome back, my brother, Lemar, to DBDS Live.
What's going on? What's going on, world? What's going on?
Ah, man, nothing much. Can't call it, brother. Can't call it. So we do have some new listeners. I see a lot of them already in the studio. Man, tell the people a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and why you're on the show today.
Love it. I'm from Queens, New York. So New York's in the building tonight. Okay. I'm a retention coach. So I go into schools, whether that's me in Florida, because that's where I'm located now, or I'm traveling to New York. Pretty much, I work with students that's at risk. The ultimate goal is to keep them in school. You know, whether that's from the 9th grade or that's 6th grade, 7th grade, the focus to keep them in school. Look at their grades. Where's the target? Where are we suffering at? So students that struggle with a D, I'm helping them get to the C. And the C to a B to an A. And them A students, I don't eliminate them. Like I stay on top of those because those are where you got to maintain that area where they're like, it's a lot of pressure to maintain that A. So that's where I focus a lot on because they're so quick to say, I can't do this. This is too much going on. So I make sure that like I don't exclude those out of them.
That's amazing, brother. I'm glad what you're doing, man. You are the true definition of a king. I'll break it down right quick. So the K stands for keep yourself under control. The I means invest in yourself. The M means never put yourself last. And the G means get down to business. And what you're doing, brother, as a king, you are, amplifying all those acronyms I just broke down. And it's an honor to have you on the show.
I love it, man. I love it. I had to write that down. That was deep right there.
Yeah, I want a replay on that because I'm going to write it down too.
I think right now, we should pause it and tell everybody to go get a pen and a paper because today is about to be some crazy mess going on.
Today.
Man, that's what I'm talking about. And listen, you thought that was it? Nah, man, it wouldn't be the dream team without this sister. Next coming into the DBDS Live studio, man, not only that she is my sister, but she is such an awesome friend. I want to welcome back my sister, Gianni. Hey.
Hi, guys.
Hey, my sister. All right, my sister, welcome back. So tell the people a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and why you're on the show today.
Thank you guys for having me. My name is Gianni. For those of you guys that don't know me, I'm originally from Massachusetts. I currently reside in the Atlanta area. I am in network marketing. I sell shampoo. I also do a lot of personal development. I then pass it on to other people and just inspiration and just teach people like the world you live in is the world that you create, and understand how powerful our mind is. So I'm just so happy to be here. I'm always here, you know what I mean? And I'm just so grateful. Thank you guys for having me again.
Yeah, absolutely. So you see people, what's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the 5 lines. We're about to form Voltron. That's all I got to say about that. So we're about to get this show popping. We're about to get it ready. Listen, I think today's topic is something that needs to be discussed. Forgiveness. You know, forgiveness is the road to healing, right? And whether you did something wrong to hurt someone, or you disengaged from the person you had a relationship that hurt you, or maybe further down the line you want to explore other options, but you still haven't forgive yourself eternally. Well, we're here to tell you that forgiveness is an important piece that will help you, and we'll discuss this further in details. But before we get deep with this topic, we do have a DBDS letter in which people come to us and we try to help them in any way possible. And we're going to have my sister Mia read the letter. Take it away, my sister.
All right. DBDS letter. Am I illogical to be upset or frustrated? I plan on talking to him tonight. So I've been seeing my boyfriend for a little over a year and a half now. We aren't supposed to be seeing each other because of his position. If someone were to find out, he could lose his job. We used to go to lunch all the time, but we can't anymore due to this. We cannot go to dinner or be seen in public. We haven't been able to do anything for a little over a year and a half. We had to stop everything at the beginning of our relationship. I would still go to his house and he could come to mine. He can't come to mine anymore due to an associate who saw him there once and mentioned it to me. Anyways, lately, him and another female associate have been going to lunch lately. They've been going to lunch a lot lately, almost every day that they work together. I believe that they are just friends, but it is nonetheless really frustrating. I don't believe that he's inviting her. She's the type that is kind of dominant. She's the dominant type, and he's more of the submissive type. So I'm sure he just follows along with it. Where I work, we usually have a minimum of 2 opening managers and 2 closing managers. But the second closer was on leave, which left me by myself. They both opened that day. When I came in, one should have went to lunch and then the other the next hour, so I wouldn't be by myself. But they both went to lunch together. And I came to find out that they were talking to each other on a romantic level. The most recent issue was that I texted him to have a good lunch when they went to lunch together, and he never responded, which upsetting me even more. I really like this guy, but I believe he is playing games. What do I do, guys? Like, what do you think about the other girl, the way that she is behaving? She has a rocky relationship with her man, from what I understand. From the outside looking in without knowing a lot, it looks like she has a thing for him and is trying to get a feel of how serious we are.
Wow. Whew. Well, sister, so thank you so much for your letter. Listen, we're going to try our best to help you. I have to be honest with you, my sister. If you're watching the show, it's a lot of holes in your letter. All I ask is for you to be open-minded, and we're going to do our best to guide you in the right direction. So first, I'm coming to my sister, Ivy. You know, how can we help our sister? How can we help her?
There's so much to unpack here. So much. There's so many ways we can go into this. However, what has come to me, hearing this and reading the letter, is accountability. And I think we all sometimes make the mistake of trying to hold other people responsible for the choices and the decisions that we made. And so I'm going to ask sis to ask herself these questions. Number one, what part of you would choose to be in a relationship with a man who was not 100% available to you? That's number one. Number two, I find it interesting that, sis, you are finding every reason why it's homegirl's fault or putting the accountability on her for why they're even engaging at lunch or at the level that they are. You're not holding the person who you are in a relationship with accountable. So there's definitely displaced accountability there. So number one, sis, question, what part of you would want to be in a relationship with a man that is not 100% available to you? And number two, why are you not holding this gentleman accountable for the standards he should be setting for the relationship that you two agreed to be in?
Okay. Very well said. Direct. I mean, there's no exclusive title really in this relationship. Very well said. Before I come to my brother Lemar, I'm going to pull up a quick comment. It's from my sister Nicole. Go ahead, Mika.
Sounds like she has too much time on her hands at work. She needs to mind the business that pays her before she's out of a job and a man. Oh, wait.
Ooh, okay. I mean, everyone's being okay. And I'll take one more comment from Janice.
That ain't your man, sis.
Okay. I'm coming to my brother Lemar. How can we help the sister? What is your insight?
All right. Listen to this letter. I'm gonna be very blunt with you. Your problem is that you lowered your standards and you didn't tell him to step his up.
Ooh.
Like you lowered your standards and you never told him or demanded him step his up. Like you actually forgot about your core values in a relationship. And this is why you in that seat right now. There's no relationship on earth is worth you sneaking around for 2 years. And now all of a sudden you want to put the blame, instead of pointing the finger at yourself. There's no reason why if you are in a situation where you say, I really like this guy. All right, it's either you leave this store or this job or I leave, because this relationship is worth more than the mess we deal with. We sneaking around, one person gets us, and now we got to shut down everything. Everything shut down. So why is the conversation not saying, listen, where do we stand? Where do we want to stand? Okay, we want to stand here. We talking about living together. We talking about marriage. We talking about kids, family, and future. Okay, listen, I either got to go somewhere else so we can make this happen, or we got to stop. So now you're at a point where now it's another female. So now you want to have a conversation, and now you point the finger. No, point the finger at yourself. Ask yourself why you are not demanding the respect that you deserve. You deserve that. If you know this man that you really like, you need to listen, bump all that extra stuff that's going on. We need to talk. And if he's ignoring you, at this point, he don't respect you. Everybody sees a text. There's no reason why someone could say, I didn't get the text. The text monster there is still the text. You got the text. He chose. We choose to make the decision. We choose to answer the text. We see the text. We're on our phone. The new phone booth is the bathroom. So my man is on the phone. So I'm telling you today, you have to remind yourself your core values. What's your core values in a relationship? Because if you met a new guy today and he said, what do you expect in a relationship? Then ask yourself, wow, I never told the other guy that, but I could tell this new guy that. So I'm telling you today, I want to help you. I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm trying to help you. Stay with me. Stay with me. Because what I'm telling you is that you haven't demanded the relationship you want. It's okay to leave a job for a man if you know that man's worth it, you know that relationship's worth it, and you know that y'all two are working towards something. But right now, you are sneaking around and you wasting your time. There's a man waiting for you. And if he can lay with you, he can display you.
Word.
Let me say it again. If he can lay with you, he can display you. I'm gonna leave it with that. Again, I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm trying to help you today.
Whew. Okay.
He
Man,
preached real good.
I'm telling you, we got the dream team, man. We got the dream team. Before I go to my sister Gianni, I'm gonna pull up Marsha's comment right quick. Very long what she stated here.
Okay. Sis, I read the whole thing, trying to figure out what kind of job do you hold that you have to be so secretive. I'm like, is this a part of the Secret Service and she's having an affair with the president? Oh, the president. I'm not trying to diminish your job, but you work in a store. It's not that serious. That sounds like games to me. He has no problem with going to lunch with other women. You may need to find another job and another man. He's not yours. If he can't shout it out to the world, that's not your man.
Man, everyone is just being very direct. That's why I like direct. Very well said. Man, I'm coming to my sister Gianni. You hear these comments? Lemar,
Listen,
Ivy,
everybody's done hit it on the nose, like for real. And the only thing I could probably break it down is do you understand what choices are? Do you understand we have choices? You can either come from a good place or a bad place. And it sounds like you're coming from a bad place to make choices for yourself. Do you love you is the question. A lot of people don't even think about that. A lot of people don't even think about, well, am I deserving of this? Like Lemar said, like, is it okay for you to ask? It is absolutely okay for you to ask for a specific or a particular type of person. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? So many people are like, oh, I don't think I could ever get that type of guy, or I'm not worthy of that type of guy. We are all worthy of everything. We have to love ourselves first.
Yes.
So you have to love yourself first, because ain't nobody else going to love you the way you love you. All right. Understand that. If you have any, it's like walking into, example, it's like somebody walking into your house and you either having a dirty house or a clean, neat house. That person at that door is literally going to be like, yo, I can't mess around with this person if they're neat, because they know they got to be on their P's and Q's. That person expects this from this other. This is how I live. This is what I expect in return. Now, as far as a messy person, when a person comes into your house, they're going to be like, oh, I could walk all over this person. They don't care about their stuff. Absolutely not. And also, for the most part, I read this in a book and I truly feel this way. The way you are with yourself, meaning car, house, that's what goes on in your mind. So if you walking into a whole bunch of chaos, that's because your mind ain't right. Get your mind right, guys. I was going to touch on other things that what they said, but I feel like this is something that she needed to hear. You really focus on yourself for real, because it's a game changer. And at first, it's so spiritual and so much on the energy. Like, you go through shifts. Things are going to feel awkward. You're going to be like, what is this? This is not me. That's okay. We're meant to change. We're meant to grow. So don't feel bad if this person tells you, oh, you can't change, or who are you, or now you want this and you're asking this from me. And you have every right to ask that. Absolutely. So if that's what you want to ask for in this relationship, if you want to take it that far, ask for that. There's nothing wrong with that. So that's what I got to say.
Okay. It all starts with your mind, my people. All starts with your mind. Man, listen, Mia, because we're already coming out the gate with some gems for this sister. Again, we're not here to hurt you, my sister. If you're watching the show, we are helping you. I'm coming to Mika. How can we help this sister out?
Listen, everybody has said such amazing things. I'm just gonna try to just zone in on the one thing that sis said that really bothered her was the fact that he never did respond to her text message. And what I want to say in reference to that is, we call it avoidance where I'm from. Like, period. Like, it's not that he didn't know. He's not willing to be accountable to you in a relationship. He's not. And the fact that you all have carried on this situation for so long without there being clear definition, and then there's also no security. Like, you don't feel secure with the way that things have been going, but you've also not really voiced your heart and your stance to him. And then you have, you much rather comfort or to give an excuse as to why he does what he does, instead of being honest with yourself, because the truth is you really already know. But you have to be willing to accept that honesty and live from that truth and understand, just like my sister said, like, you have to be willing to say what you want and know that you're worth receiving what you want, even if receiving what you want means that you have to get that from someone else, because he might not have the capacity to really give you what you want, but you have to be willing to stand and only accept what it is that you want.
Okay, very well said.
Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. From my perspective, and I hear from everyone, I think when you're in this situation and you're dealing with someone of this magnitude, as far as the relationship is set up, I really don't call it a relationship, but it's almost as if you're enabling that person's behavior. So we can't necessarily we don't know all the moving parts within this letter, but I'm going to do a follow-up question. I'll come to you, Ivy, before we switch over to forgiveness on our show. Do you think this sister should switch jobs? You think she should just leave the store because she's so emotionally attached to this brother?
No, I'd cut my losses. I probably would leave the job and him. I'd cut my losses at this point. I'm not doing this.
Okay.
I mean, he's proven who he is.
Right.
And real talk, sis has proven who she is.
Gotcha.
Because she's equally, but she's more responsible than anybody in this situation, because like we all agree, she has not set a standard for herself. The standard that she allowed to happen in this situation is for him to play games. She's playing games with him.
Gotcha.
To Mika's point, she sent a text. You playing? Why would you send him a text knowing he going out with another woman talking about have a good lunch? You telling him to have a good lunch with another woman? You playing? Right. You playing, sis? And then you want to know why there's games being played in the relationship. What you put out is what you get back. So I cut my losses. I would do some real deep. I would get with me, and I would make a list of what my standards are for my next relationship. And then I would work on becoming that level of woman. Actually, I've done all of that. That was my process. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even on here speaking about things that I have not even done myself. I had to write down what my standards were, and then I had to elevate myself to that level of standard, which is why I have the most amazing man, husband, father in the entire world.
Ooh,
because I became, and I leveled up. I wasn't worried about trying to level someone else up and trying to make someone else see my value and my worth. I spent too much time, too many years, too many relationships trying to get someone to see me for me. And we ain't doing that no more. Ladies, make your standards, make it plain,
right?
Very clear. You either up to the task or you not. And homeboy ain't up to it. So let him go. And you get up to your standards, sis. And that's what I got.
Man, I have to say, man, I admire sisters holding other sisters accountable. You know, I think that's pretty dope that you guys are just being straightforward. You're not fluffing anything. Sometimes it's not what you want to hear, but it's what you need to hear, you know. Right. Same question, Lemar. Do you think this sister should just drop the bag, switch stores entirely because she's so emotionally attached? And right now it seems like she's about to stalk the other woman that he's you know,
be on her Facebook page and Instagram. It's not worth it. I tell you this, it's a lesson learned.
Okay.
It's a lesson learned. Like, let it go and watch your blessings come right in your face. Walk right through the door, or you coming out, you walk like, this is a lesson learned. You didn't lose anything. You experienced a certain time in the period. throughout this 2 years in your life that you can always look back and say, that's something I never want to walk back into. So this is my lesson that God had to show me. I deserve better in life. At this point in my life, I deserve better. He had to show you. I always say this, God will teach you before he bless you. So he gave you 2 years to see the type of relationship you need, not what you want. You have to really understand what I'm saying. Like I want to connect with you. I'm not trying to be deep with you. What I'm telling you is that the 2 years that you spent with this man, the next man has to hold his standards so high that the only way he could get close to you, he got to talk to God. Let me stop.
Man, okay. Appreciate that, brother. He had to mute himself because he kept on dropping the fire. Listen, I'll come to Gianni with the same question to Mika. Then we're gonna go into the forgiveness show. So, Gianni, you think she should switch stores? I mean, is this something that she needs to do? Or
we all know she does.
Okay.
We all know she does. What I want to touch on real quick is what Ivy and Lemar said, and I just hope you don't feel a certain way. If you're building up anger and frustration off of what we're saying, baby girl, that is self-awareness. You got to pay attention to what's going on with you. You really do. Because I don't know why I had to say this, but I just got the feeling to have to say this because a lot of people get very upset and are so quick to be like, who are you to judge me? And who are you to say this? No. It's not that that's where the mindset comes into play because we're not trying to judge you. We're just giving you things that we went through. You know what I mean? Not even to put this on me, but I've been in a beyond abusive relationship. You know what I mean? Where I asked God, I knew I wasn't supposed to be in that relationship. You know what I mean? But I'm not saying God put me there, but I was able to get up out of it and say, you know what? I will never be in this relationship again where a man thinks he could put his hands on me. You know what I mean? So please take what we're saying so like dear to heart and really consider it and understand. Like I heard someone said, men and babies cry for attention. Men and women kill for attention. Like for real. There's a lot of things, and one of them is growth. You have to grow. Like learn what you're going through right now. Learn it, love it, embrace it, and just move forward, yo. Just leave the job, leave him, keep it moving. It serves you no purpose. It serves you no purpose. That's it.
Right, man. Okay. To the left, you know. Okay. And Mika, I'll get your last thoughts on this and we're gonna just put you onto the show. Any last advice for this sister? Any last one?
So I just want to say that two things. I just want to say you teach people how to treat you. You do that. The other thing is you never stand taller by knocking someone else down. That's all I got.
All right. Wow. Still comments coming in. Okay, my people, I'll have you engaged. This one from Kenny.
Kenny says, your feelings are correct. You need to talk to him and put your feelings out there.
I see what you're saying, Kenny. I personally think she's just, as everyone stated, switch doors, reset, you know. Next one from David.
It's drama, but not from the guy. He seems to actually listen to your issue as well, so that it is a huge plus. Just trust him, and both of you work towards getting the outside factors to match up properly so that you can have a more public relationship. Good luck with the other gig. But this seems more like an issue with just the other lady, not a relationship issue, thankfully.
I mean, that's a different perspective, but I see where you're coming from, David. So my thing is, I just think this is why communication is so important, because it kills assumptions. So first off, from my perspective, as everyone stated on the panel, I personally still think he's single, because there's no exclusive title within this romantic exchange. And I don't understand why you're wasting your time playing Columbo instead of dating other people who are more compatible with you. So my only suggestion would be, listen, keep it moving, reset, take it as a L, not a loss, but as a lesson, and just try to focus on you right about now. Then afterwards, prepare and position yourself for the right man to come into your life. So once again, thank you for your letter, and I hope our advice leads you in a different direction. So now we're going to go ahead and pivot to our show. All right. Man, that was a long letter. Appreciate that. Yeah. All right. So today's topic is forgiveness, right? Forgiveness. That's what we're going to hit up today. And the first subtopic that we're going to touch on is forgive yourself. I mean, so many of us just don't have that capability, and we wonder why we are still stagnant. So I'm going to go ahead and size this up quick. So my belief is when you begin to forgive yourself, you stop being a captive to any resentment or grudges you may have. And then you can let go and show that you are willing to embrace freedom, and also learn from your experience, I believe, to make better choices moving forward. That's what forgive yourself. And plus you have peace with yourself, right? So first I'm coming to my sister Gianni. What are your thoughts on this particular topic?
I was just reading my notes because I took some notes for this. This topic, all right. So it is definitely a phenomenal concept, because people don't realize, like, if you live with a lot of resentment, a lot of guilt, it stops you. It stops you from winning. It stops you from growing. It stops you from moving in life. You know what I mean? Forgiveness is not for the other person. It's for yourself, because a lot of us think that it's about the other person, and it's really not. It has a lot to do with you, and understanding that if you're really truly that basically you love yourself, if you're able to forgive yourself. I feel like that's me personally, because all right. So for instance, let me just give you a story. So I went through a long period of time where I didn't forgive somebody, and I just felt like a lot of that juju or energy or whatever that was going on, I wasn't able to move forward in life because I was just holding so much negativity in my heart towards this individual that it wasn't that serious. You know what I mean? And I just had to really forgive myself, even though that I felt like what they did was wrong, but it didn't have to do with them. I had realized that it had to do with me. I had to do work within myself. So it took me a while to get there. And if we're here to able to help you guys understand, like, you should forgive yourself first, I'm happy that we can do that.
Absolutely, my sister. Man. And here's the thing, like, when you forgive yourself, it's not about partially letting something go. I believe that you have to completely let it go, so that way you could be at peace. Forgive, but don't forget. Because if you don't let go, your current relationship will not progress. And if you're deciding to get into a new relationship, trust me, you will bring unnecessary baggage into the next one. I'm coming to my sister Ivy. What are your insights on this particular topic?
I love it. I think it's very necessary that we have this conversation. And I think it goes back to that accountability piece that I talked about earlier. I think, the part that we miss through this process of forgiveness is we think that forgiveness begins with us forgiving the offender, right? But it's not. It begins in here first, because there's a part of you that requires healing You know, just like I said earlier, what part of sis would want to be in a relationship with somebody who wasn't 100% available to her? She has to forgive herself for that, right? I had to forgive myself for choosing to marry a man who was unfaithful before we even got married, right? I had to forgive myself for that. I had to acknowledge and express gratitude to myself. Like, look, sis, you did the best you knew how to do, right? You didn't know any better at the time, but you know better now, right? Forgive yourself for friendships that you've been in, any type of relationship where you have allowed a person to mistreat you in any kind of way, right? That you got to forgive yourself first. You have to take accountability, because unpopular opinion is the choices and the decisions that we all make every single day that lead us to the situations that we're in. Period. You have some circumstances you can't really be held responsible for. Case in point, you can't choose your family, right? You were born into that. However, you can choose how you show up in every situation.
Yeah.
And I think it's so important that we just really recognize and honor ourselves first, and just acknowledge, like, you know what, I did the best that I know how to do, but this situation has taught me I know how to do better going forward. I know I'm not doing that no more. But you can't get to the space of forgiving anybody else. You got to stop looking for somebody else to make you feel better about what happened, and take 100% accountability. What could I have done differently? How could I showed up? You know, how could I have shown up better or done something differently? What decisions did I make that led to this right here? So it's just, for me, in my experience, it's just so liberating and so freeing. I just had this situation the other day where something came up for me. A man I was dating when I was in college. He was 15 years my senior. And long story short, I came home from spring break and the locks was changed on the door after I took my last $1,000 to pay to get him out of eviction. He had the audacity to change the locks to the door and wouldn't even let me get in to get my books. And it didn't really hit me till the other day. I've been out of college for X amount of years. It didn't really hit me till the other day that I was still upset about that.
Right.
But truth be told, I was more upset at myself that I allowed this fool to think that that was okay. So we got to get in a space where it always comes back here. It always comes back to the heart. It always comes back to self. It always comes back to me, instead of looking, right? What they say, you point your finger at somebody else, you got three pointing back at you.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. Accountability.
Woo. Facts. Yeah, very well said. You know, the thing is that when you continue to put yourself in these situations, and you're right, it all starts with us, right? I'm telling you, relationships are reflective. To every action, there's a equal or greater reaction. You know, so we have to, you're right, take accountability as to we're the ones that's choosing these particular circumstances, but we could change it. That's part of growth, from learning not to do the same thing what you've done before. I'm coming to my brother Lemar. Man, what are your thoughts on this particular topic?
I would say this. With forgiveness, it starts with you before it could start with anybody else.
Gotcha.
You know, it's one thing where it's God will always forgive us, no matter what. So if He can forgive us for everything that we do, why is it that you can't forgive yourself? Like, do you understand that when you don't forgive yourself, you put more weight on you than your weight? Okay. Like, you put more weight because your brain is now working of that, and now your heart is working. So you putting more weight on yourself than your weight. If you stop, and it's accountability. It's really, when it all boils down, it's accountability. We have to understand that once we forgive ourselves, God's like, all right, now let's go get your blessing. The things I've been holding back because you got so much built inside. I can't bless you. You don't get that. You so stupid because you don't get it. What I'm telling you is that I want to give you everything that you keep asking me for, but you can't forgive yourself. I forgave you. I forgave you. Ain't no man could put you in heaven, ain't no woman could put you in hell. So I got that power. And if I say I forgive you, it don't make a difference who outside forgives you. So start with yourself. You tell yourself, I forgive me. Right now, that situation, you listening to all five of us right now. I want you to say it to yourself, I forgive me. Say, I forgive me. You write it down. If it's something that you got to tell yourself every morning, when you put those 2 feet on the floor, you tell yourself, I forgive
me. We should just all say that together right now on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
I forgive
me.
I forgive me.
Man, very eloquently stated, Lemar. That is so true, man. Like, you can't move forward if you don't forgive yourself. And I like how you stated that's weight on top of weight, because mentally and emotionally that's hitting you. And that's, man, very deep. So I'm going to come to my sister, Mika. What are your thoughts on this topic?
Well, I believe that forgiving yourself is self-cleansing. You know, every day I pray every day, you know, that you bathe, you know, before you go to bed, you know. I know I like to wear makeup. I have to wash this off. Because I need a clean palette for my next day. And so when you don't forgive yourself,
people dropping fire,
you are allowing everything to just continue to just cake up. And the truth is, if you love makeup like I love makeup, then you know that your foundation only lays properly with a clean, smooth palette. So with forgiving yourself, that's what you're doing for you. That is what you're doing for you.
Sorry, Meg. I just had to drop the mic on that, man. Just how you were just the visual that you were just dropping. Before I come to my sister Ivy, let me just pull up a comment from Carl's mother.
I'm sorry. Forgiveness to myself is always my path to peace and growth. Awesome.
Great comment. Appreciate that. Ivy, what else you would like to add, my sister?
I just wanted to add, you know, Lemar said something, and then Mika, you touched on it too. You know, that's why we have so much sickness running rampant in our community.
Ma'am.
Because of all the unforgiveness, because of all the stored anger and animosity and frustration and anxiety and all the things that come from not forgiving and letting go and moving on. That's why there's so much sickness in our community. It's not always necessarily hereditary. It's not always even necessary your diet, although your diet does play a major role in it. But a lot of it is all that stored up, nasty, negative energy that you are storing in your body. And it just let it go, because you're making yourself sick.
Yeah.
And we staying sick.
Man.
Let it go.
Very true, sis.
Man. It's poison. Listen, we're going to take a quick commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to continue this amazing topic. I did put the number at the bottom of the screen, so the phone lines is open. So if you want to call and ask one of the lions of Voltron, you know, a question, or you just want to hear something truthful, dial us 860-365-9710. That's 860-365-9710. This is DBDS Live. Sit tight. All right. Welcome back to DBDS Live. I'm your host, Mel Money, and I'm here with my DBDS sister, Miyaka, my DBDS sister, Gianni, my DBDS sister, Ivy, and my DBDS brother, Lemar, the true king up in there. And listen, we just been talking about the topic of forgiveness. Before we continue, I'd like to give some shout outs to some people. It's too much to mention, so if I miss your name, please understand. So first, a shout out to my man, Mo Triplet. What's up, my brother? Shout out to Jeff Roderick, George Thorne, Flo Martin, Sam Walk, Tamika Borders, my brother Chevy, I see you, my sister Angie Bryce, my sister Ville, a special lovely shout out to my beautiful wife April, my sister Chelsea, Lily, shout out to Princess, TT, Natalie, my brother Gotham from Bangalore, India, watching the show on the other side of the world. Appreciate it. Listen, it's just too many names to mention. If I haven't called it, just thank you. We appreciate the love. All right. So we're going to continue to get the show flowing. Remember, you can call in to share your thoughts. 860-365-9710. Don't be shy. We don't bite. Don't be shy. All right. So we're going to go ahead and continue. The next subtopic that we're going to touch on is, it's a touchy one right here, forgiving the offender. So this can be a great area, but I'm going to go ahead and break this down right quick. So my thing is that you have to be clear when you forgive the offender. And let me just be truthful with you. It does not mean it was okay for him or her to violate your personal relationship principles. It simply means if you both decide to move forward, or if this is a relationship you may want to keep, you have to be able to come in terms with letting go of resentment, you know? So first, I just want to truly emphasize that forgiving the offender is by no means a necessity, especially those who pose a threat to your well-being or does not display change behavior. All right. So first, I'm coming to my brother Lemar. What are your thoughts on this topic?
I feel if you don't forgive the offender, you're blocking your blessing. You're blocking your target. You know, if you ever go, to the gun range, there's nothing ever blocking that paper. But you start bringing up stuff, something, it just so happens it's natural that you bring up your relationship and you start thinking and you start doing this. Now you start applying the stuff that happened or the situation that happened to the next person, to the next, now you're comparing. So you're breaking yourself down before you even got a chance to even build yourself up because you're still stuck in that relationship or that situation. So now you're hesitant about certain things because you haven't let go. So until you're able to let go, you're going to always put something in your target. So you would say, all right, I'm taking a break from relationships. I just want to find myself. I need some me time. But your me time is not about just hanging out or just, going to party. No, your me time should be focused on what did I do wrong? What was my flaws? What he kept bringing up? What she kept bringing up? Okay, there's some stuff I got to fix. And once you start moving those things that's in front of your target, it makes it so easy to hit. So today, please, you're not at fault. You just made some minor mistakes. And then accept it. Just say, you know what? I forgive you. Even if it's not my fault, I forgive you because there's so much stuff ahead of me. I can't have you in my face anymore. I can't have you in my life anymore. I can't keep you in a conversation anymore. I can't keep bringing up this situation anymore. So I need to forgive you and let you move to the side because I this path that I'm on, I gotta be fully focused, just like the horses. Tunnel vision.
I like what you just said, Lemar, and I think when a violation occurs, me personally, I think you have to reevaluate the entire relationship and understand what kind of foundation was built with your significant other, where there are always unhealthy behaviors within the course of your relationship. Is this like a repeated cycle of the same issue over and over again? Or is it getting worse? And I think this is where the values within yourself will tell you about that. But the forgiving the offender, whatever the case may be, whether you want to just shut them down completely and focus on you, or if you want to give it another shot, that forgiveness piece is so important. So very well said. I'm coming to my sister Ivy. What are your thoughts on this topic?
What's coming to me is to support everyone will understand, and it's a process. This does not happen overnight, and so you can't skip step one, forgiving yourself, and think you just gonna get to step two, which is forgiving the offender, because it's not gonna work. You can't forgive someone else before you've forgiven yourself, right? So understand that this is a process, and you have 100% permission to do what is necessary, like Lemar just pointed out, to do what is necessary. Separate yourself, block people, cut them off, do what you have to do to put yourself, right, bringing it back to self, in a space, in a healthy space, to where you feel good about forgiving the offender. It should feel good to you to forgive them for their offense. You should be excited about it, because there is such a freedom with that, because you've forgiven yourself, and now you can easily go back and be like, you know what? I forgive you. I forgive you for doing that. You know what I'm saying? The challenge that most people face with forgiving other people is that they haven't forgiven themselves yet. You got to do that part first. Step one, forgive yourself. Then step two is forgive the offender. You shouldn't even be thinking about trying to forgive somebody else for their wrongdoing until you forgive yourself first. Otherwise, it just doesn't work. It doesn't work. And I've made some hard decisions, tough decisions, Lemar, like you said, where I had to straight tell my daughter's father, don't call me, don't text me, I do not want to see you. I do not want to hear from you. I got to get you gone out of here. I got to get you out of this. Got no, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's hard. Yeah. It's hard. It's tough. But man, oh man, is it worth it? The experience of being free and feeling free, it's nothing like it. That's what we're trying to do here today, is free y'all, free some people, because y'all are in bondage right now. Y'all are in bondage and don't even realize it. Get free. Forgive yourself, then forgive the offender.
Man, I just love how you broke down the order in such a analytical process, because you're right. A lot of people are stagnant because they forgive someone else before forgiving themselves. So that makes so much sense what you stated. I'm coming to my sister Gianni. What are your insights on this topic right here?
My insights, my thoughts is that sometimes I'll be going like blockhead, but my insights and my thoughts is Ivy had said free mind. Free mind. Okay. That has resonated with me so much. And I wish, and hopefully one day everybody can experience that. It is the most powerful feeling. You just don't understand. To be able, people don't realize now, your mind never stops thinking, ever. It is always going. Even when you're sleeping, it's thinking. So you got to understand how powerful your mind is. Okay. So when you forgive yourself and when you forgive others, you're in control of your mind. And if it's the other way around, you're not. I'm telling you, I'm going to give you a book. I always forget the author's name, but it comes up. It's The Power of the Subconscious Mind. Okay. Read it. It is amazing. And when you understand it, and when you understand how our subconscious mind works, and that is the mind that really controls us. That is the mind that literally takes in everything. It doesn't matter what you give it. It takes it in. So you got to ask yourself, what are you taking in? What are you forgiving yourself with? What are you forgiving others with? Because your mind plays tricks on you. And if you can get a hold of your mind and tell your mind, this is how I view things. This is how I'm going to control it now. And I'm doing this for me. It's going back to self. It's going back to me. It's okay to be selfish. So then you could be selfless. Okay. Understand that it is okay to be selfish in the morning. This is why it's so, they say, everybody says, change your life, change your story. Change your life, change your story. How do you do that? You do that by waking up and pouring into yourself, by being selfish. Okay. So then you can be selfless to pour into others. If you don't understand what selfless means, it's to pour into others. Okay. So that's what I got to say real quick and fast. Woo.
Okay. Very well said. So we're gonna, before we hit up Mia, I'm just gonna pull up a couple of comments right quick. From Carl's mother.
As a woman, I set the tone on how great our song will be. Leave and go live your life.
Ooh, Mama, you need to come on the show.
Come on, set the tone.
Come on. And from my sister Flo Martin, see what she says.
Thank you for all of the love.
Oh, we appreciate it, sister. We're going to keep on blessing you with love and positivity every Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern time. So we appreciate that. So we're going to go ahead and take one last commercial break. When we come back, that's right, it is our Jerry Springer moment. We're going to find out who the baby daddy is. No, I'm just playing. We're going to come back. Sit tight. This is DBDS Live.
So many people are calling for police reform. And so because they're calling for police reform, they may not understand that there are many organizations who are already responding.
And I feel like you have to really get to know people, see if they share the same core values as you before you get involved with them.
I want to ask a question as to how we got to this place right here where mask wearing, where COVID-19, where public health is all politicized. I really want you all to think about this. How do we get to this particular point?
It's really a nice balance when femininity and masculinity can mix together and just create this awesome, experience.
Yes, and coming back to the DBDS Live studio, I'm here with my sister Mia, Ivy, my sister Gianni, and my brother Lemar. And listen, we've just been dropping fire. And listen, we appreciate everyone sticking with us during this time frame. I know that it goes so fast that we definitely will have to do a part 2 on this particular topic. Listen, if you just caught on to the show, check us out. Check us out on our YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that subscription button. And if you're not able to hit that subscription button, make sure you go to Amazon Music, Podbean, Spotify, iHeartRadio. DBDS is everywhere. So make sure you follow us if you truly support our message and what we're trying to do. All right. So now's about that time for the Jerry Springer moment. That time to summarize the show. So first, I am coming to the lovely Ivy. What are your final thoughts for today's show?
I'm going to start how I finished. I'm going to finish how I started. And that's with accountability. That's it. It's just plain and simple. We get to start taking accountability for ourselves. We cannot, what I tell my daughter, she's 7 years old, and I'm teaching her about accountability right now. I said, every time she chooses to blame someone else for something, she's taking her power away. She's giving her power away to somebody else. Stop giving your power away to other people. Stop holding people responsible for your life. It's your life. It's your decisions, your choices. You are in the position of power. And every time you choose to blame someone else or point the finger, you're giving away your power. And we got to stop giving away our power. We got to start taking accountability for ourselves.
Very well said. You can't be a victim, be a victor, not a victim, right? I'm coming to my brother Lemar. What are your final thoughts for today's show?
I would say value yourself before you lose it or you give it to anybody. Once you value yourself, there will be nobody on this earth that can ever shift your energy, derail you. Like, you have to always put yourself first. It's It's not selfish, like we touched on it earlier. It's not selfish because you put yourself first. You are no good to anybody if you wake up 15 minutes late and you got to get the kids ready. You are no good to anybody if you wake up with an attitude.
Mm.
You have to understand that you have to come first. Whether that's getting up, if you know your day starts at 7 o'clock, get up at 6:30. Give yourself that me time. Whether that's keeping the TV off, no phone, a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, just you. When was the last time you spent time with you? You are with you every day, and you're not with you. You are with the kids, your job, your business, your relationship, that past, that issue that you still haven't forgave. You are still around all that, but you're not with you.
Mm.
So today is the day you're gonna get your life back. Today is the day you're gonna get your respect. You deserve the life that you think about and that you wish and that you talk about. Today, not tomorrow, not when I figure this situation out. No, today. Once right now, at this moment, it's time to take back your life.
Mm.
It's time to forgive. It's time to move on. And it's time to set boundaries. Yes, I said it. That word we scared to say, boundaries. Moving forward, we're not going in 2022 with this same mess that we've been dealing with from 2020, from 2010. So today is the day it's a new day, it's a new life for you. We're gonna start today, not on October 1st, not on January 1st. Today. I love you and I believe in you. Let's make it happen.
Mm. Very powerful, very well said. Appreciate that, my brother. Man, now I'm coming to my sister Gianni. What are your final thoughts for today's show?
You are what you think of.
Mm.
You are what you think of. And that's why I said the mind is so powerful. Understand energy, understand the laws of the universe, understand God, understand it is real. If you were to just sit back and educate yourself and stop being so ignorant. Literally, there's a section in Barnes and Noble. I wish somebody told me. I'm learning this now in my 30s, in my mid 30s. I'm learning this. Guys, there's a section in Barnes and Nobles. Pick up a book if you guys want to change your life. I swear it's as simple as that. I was never a reader. I never did any of it. It was like, ew, what is that? I promise you, it is the most freeing thing ever.
Mm.
And it's all off of feeling. We move off of emotions. That's what we move off of. Okay, everybody. I don't care what nobody says. All right. Our subconscious mind is what controls us. We move off of emotions. So ask yourself, what are you going to start impregnating into your body, into your mind?
Mm.
Okay. Our conscious mind is the male factor. What are we going to impregnate the female with? What are we going to keep pouring into ourselves? What are we going to do to better our lives? What do we want? Get in clear on what you want and become emotionally involved with it. That's the problem. So real quick, you know how you become emotionally involved with all the anger and all the upset and all the just frustration, and you be like, wow, that happened real fast. Oh my gosh. It's because you did it with emotion. People don't do what they love with emotion. That's why they don't come to them. That's the problem. People don't do it with emotion. That is the power. That is the secret. You have to do things with emotion in order for it to move forward. I just think about it. Think about how quick something can go down. You know what I mean? You could have it one moment, and then the minute anything evil or anything you feel with emotion that's negative, it goes away that fast. It really does. But now when you're trying to get it back because you're trying to think positive, you're like, why am I not getting that? Why is it taking forever? It's because you're probably not doing it with all of that emotion as much as you put the emotion into hate somebody and to bring somebody down. Reverse it. It works both. I'm telling you. Like likes like. Oof. Misery loves misery. It's real. You are a product of the 5 people you hang around with. I never wanted to believe that, but it's so true. It's the energy that lives around you. So ask yourself, what energy do you want around you? Be selfish so you could be selfless, so that this world that we're trying to create right now, guys, can become a better world. Seriously, that's the end goal.
Very, very powerful. Very well said, my sister. Man. And finally, I'm coming to my special co-host, Miyako. What a phenomenal show. What are your final thoughts for today?
It has. It has truly been a great show and completely life-changing if people are willing to put the tools into action in their life. Truly, truly. So I just want to say that sometimes you have to forgive with the absence of an apology from someone else, because forgiving allows you to be able to move from the state of offense, the place of hurt, and it allows you to pursue the healing process that's necessary for you to be healthy.
All right. Very well said. So true. And before I provide you with my final thoughts, I just want to thank this amazing panel for sharing their wisdom. So I'm just going to state here that forgiveness may sound good in theory, but it can be impossible to practice because we must put the final seal on what happened. Whether you violated the relationship or if your significant partner violated the relationship, forgiveness, as Ivy stated, is a process to let things go. It's also a process to be at peace and learn from them, which is related to growth if your relationship is worth saving. All right. So once again, I want to thank this amazing piano and much love to the DBDS family.
All righty. All righty, Mel. Send us off.